Okay, hello YouTube, it's 910 Gecko Gal. I'm gonna try to make this quick. Since last night, when my hissers went on sale, I sold a lot. As you can see, I've actually got some leeway in here, so thank God. I sold several hundred, but still got thousands and thousands left, but that's fine. But anyway, I thought that since a lot of you are getting like the 100 adults and stuff, you're going to be getting a whole bunch of babies, so therefore you'll have in no time thousands for the first time. Some of you never owning hissers, some of you never owning mini hissers before. It would be irresponsible for me to just send these out to you and you not know what you're getting into. So I thought I'd do some frequently asked questions. So I wrote down a few questions that I thought you might have and give you some answers here. So first question, how long do they live? Hissers can live up to 5 years if they're cared for correctly. I have never had a die-off like dubious have. Dubious have that 1 year die-off every year with the with your males. You're always going to have that 1 year die-off. So I've never had that, so I will tell you that. So if you take good care of your hissers, you can look for them to live for at least a year. What do they eat? They can eat anything. They like vegetables, they like fruits. I wish I had more light. They like fruits, they like vegetables, they like grains. This is what I consider to be a medium hisser. Let me back up here. She can get pregnant. There you go. She can get pregnant, and many times you'll see this size with egg cases hanging out of her and giving birth. But she is an adult. She's old enough to have to give birth, but she's a young adult, so she will give birth at that age. But they can eat pretty much anything. I use chick layer. Let me show you. I use chick layer feed because I have so many. That's this here. These are the crumbles. I think I showed you this in a video, and this is what they look like. So that's that. But you can feed them anything. If you raise mice and you use these Missouri blocks, they like those too. I don't know if they can eat that exclusively. I've never done that, so I can't speak on that, but I know they do eat them because I have fed them. And if you look down there right now, you'll see that they have some now. Another question you may ask, how long does it take for them to get big? Well, for them to get from, say, this tiny little nymph size here to maybe this size right here, depending on your temperature, it may take you about 4 months. This right here, let's see, a big one, a really big adult. Let's see here. For them to get to, say, I don't see a really huge adult. To get to a big, here we go. Well, she's not all that huge, but a big female like that for to give birth, it might take you 6 months. So, in warm temperatures, you know. So, they're not really fast growing. And you don't want to grow them too fast, you know, just like dubious. If you put them on heat, they'll grow faster. However, I caution you, unlike dubious, they can't take extreme temperatures. Look, there's some babies just born. This is what they look like. And when they're brand new, I don't know, I guess it's this mother, I'm guessing. And see, she's not huge. She's something that you might consider a medium, but she just gave birth. And these are her nymphs that she just gave birth to. So you can't just look at the size and say this is an adult, this is not an adult. I lost my train of thought just that fast. But anyway, you don't want to put them on a whole lot of heat because the males will fight if they go over 90 degrees. So I don't keep them on heat. And I have, you may hear in the background the air conditioner running. I do keep them in air conditioner, in an air conditioned shed. They're in a shed, and then it's heat running in the winter. So, you know, they're in good temperatures. Now this is a good sized female. This is a female that's probably about a year old, because I've only had them a year, so nobody's much older than a year. So this is a year old female here. So no one in here is over a year. So no one's really old. But so I'm glad I was able to catch that. So to get fully grown, you're looking at a year to get to that size, which I do have that size, but it definitely, as you can see, does not take that long for them to start breeding and having babies. So do they bite? I've heard everyone say that hissers do not bite, cannot bite. Actually, that's not exactly true. I was out of water in here for a couple of days, and I was cleaning the enclosure, and a hisser got on me and got up my arm without me knowing, and something bit the hell out of me. And it was a hisser. It wasn't actually biting me, but what it was doing was it was sucking the sweat off my arm because I was sweating. So it didn't really bite me, so I can't say that they'll bite, but I can tell you I felt it. So I'm gonna leave that up to the experts. I won't say they'll bite, but if they're thirsty enough and you got some sweat on your arm, your ass will feel it. Okay, do they climb? Yes, they are the best of climbers and escape artists. So you better make sure that you know what you're doing and have Vaseline around here. These are my lids. They clamp on pretty good. I have boric acid all on the floor, all around their enclosure, so just in case they get out, they won't live, and they don't live. So sometimes they do get out, but I find them dead on the floor. How many babies do they have? Babies, they have like 60 babies. 40 to 60 babies at a time. Do I need substrate? No, you don't need substrate, but if you're going to get just a few, and you want a natural looking tank or something like that, then yeah, by all means do get get substrate, get you some nice driftwood or whatever you want to have, and have them as your pets. Yes, if you're using them as breeders, as feeders or whatever, no, you don't need substrate. They don't require that to have their babies or whatever. They are perfectly fine not having it, but however, they do need somewhere to hide. So you're gonna need some egg crates or newspaper, somewhere for them to get and hide. They do need that. Let's see, do they make good pets? They absolutely make good pets. If you want one or two of them, just make sure that if you don't want to breed, that you have two males. They'll fight all the time, which is pretty cool, or have you two females. If you want them just as pets and you just want a couple for me, you better tell me that, because most of my females are pregnant. So make sure that you tell me that, so I can try to find two that I think are not pregnant, and even then I can't guarantee you. I had made, see, now this is a definite pregnant female. Look at that. She will probably have these babies today or tomorrow. I had told you before, do not ask me about a certain amount of females or whatever. I have found with the orders that I did today that I actually don't have that many males. So unfortunately, you'll probably get more females from me than you want. I'm sorry about that, but I can only give you what I have. Let's see. If I have too many males. If you have too many males, what I suggest you do is what I suggest you do anytime you clean your enclosure is freeze them. Don't freeze them overnight. Freeze them for at least 2 weeks. Anytime you clean your enclosure, take all your frass, all of it, put it in a garbage bag, freeze it for a minimum of 2 weeks. Period. Anytime, just like right now, I picked up just some frass just from anytime I go in, which is like daily, or at least every other day, to give water and food. I'll take out some frass or whatever, and I always put it in a little bag, and I always freeze it for at least 2 weeks. That's just being responsible. Period. let's see. And that goes with cleaning. Crossbreeding. This is the last thing I'm going to touch on. Crossbreeding. Do not believe in it. Do not do it. Please do not do it. Hissers are just like any other animal. Roaches are like any other animal. You need to know what you got. If this is what I'm paying for and this is what I'm buying, this is what I need to have. Don't mix it with a big black. Don't mix it with any other thing trying to create something else. Let it be what it is. If I suspect that a hisser, one of these common hissers, got mixed up over here with one of my specific hissers, my more specific hissers, I would throw the whole thing away. Honest to God, before I would risk crossbreeding. I just don't believe in it at all. Period. So, and I think that about takes care of everything. So you guys, as you can see, you know, I still have a million of these guys, but I have a lot fewer than I had yesterday. And so 100 at a time is really helping me get rid of them, and I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for ordering them, and you know, it's just helping out a lot. So thanks, guys. All right, 910 Gecko Gal out.